We go live, bringing you the very latest in what we believe to be the first-degree murder of two infant twins. And the kicker tonight, mommy is walking free. Now, Jen Casares, legal correspondent in session, it's my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, that she actually tells police that she smothers the babies one by one. She was so concerned that her parents would find out she's pregnant. This is a 25-year-old woman. This is not a 12-year-old, 13-year-old little girl. A 25-year-old woman. She doesn't even bother to look to see if they're boys or girls. That's how disconnected she is. And that the children were alive. They started crying when she gave birth into the commode. Then you know what? Just take it from the beginning, Jean. What happened?
Nancy, she gave birth on the toilet. That's exactly what happened. And Nancy, she was so particular with police because she talked about that she started to smother them because they cried, and she didn't want her family to hear the cries. And so she had to keep the hand on the first one a little bit longer because he was crying a little bit louder. The second one didn't cry as much. And then she left them in the toilet until she got the laundry basket to put them in amongst the dirty clothes.
You know, Jane, I can remember when I first heard my twins cry as newborns, and it wasn't very loud at all. It was almost like a kitty cat mewing. I mean, when they're first born, it's not loud at all. I can't imagine her just putting her hand over the face until the baby was dead. What did she tell police she was doing during that time?
I don't think she was really saying anything about what she was doing, about describing that she knew she'd been pregnant. She admitted that. She admitted that she hadn't gone to a doctor in 9 months. That was her choice. And she admitted everything that she did with particulars.
With me is Ron Blanton. He is the Assistant District Attorney in Sumner County, Tennessee. That's Gallatin, Tennessee, joining us. Mr. Blanton, thank you for being with us. I got one question. I've been told that you fought the bond. Please tell me, Ron, that is true.
That is true. We absolutely fought the bond. We felt this was a case that was appropriate for no bond. We argued it. The judge has several factors to consider. We felt that the factor of the nature of the crime and the likelihood of conviction was overwhelming. That's what we argued. However, the judge decided at the end of the hearing to give her a bond.
Well, Ron Blanton, you've been around the block. I've checked you out. You've tried plenty of cases. Everybody with me, the Assistant District Attorney in Sumner County, Tennessee, Gallatin, Tennessee, Ron Blanton is with me. He fought the bond. Now, what do you think, viewers? You really think if someone had taken a gun and gunned down two people inside, say, a bank or the Walmart or the Target, that they'd be walking free tonight? No, they would not. They'd be under the jail. They would not have a bond. Ron Blanton, I'm sure, under the direction of the elected district attorney there, argued for no bond. This is a double murder. Blanton, isn't it true in your jurisdiction, two bodies, that equals mass murder, more than one body? That is a death penalty qualified crime.
More than one death occurring is a qualifier for the death penalty. It's aggravated circumstances in Tennessee.
Let me ask you another question, Ron. In your jurisdiction, Tennessee, is an aggravating circumstance if the victim is a child, the homicide victim is a child?
Yes, it is, Nancy. A death involving a child under the age of 13, that being a child 12 and under, and is an aggravating circumstances as long as the perpetrator of that crime was over the age of 18. And here, Lindsay was 25.
Ron, do you have any children?
I have 3 boys.
3 boys. Do you remember when they were first born?
Absolutely.
You remember the first time you ever heard them cry?
Absolutely.
I remember when my twins were born, and Lucy, my girl, and I were so sick. The two of us were about to die. My baby boy was fine. I remember laying there, so sick I could hardly breathe, my lungs full of blood clots, and I heard them cry. But when this mother heard them cry, according to police, she smothered them. Ron Blanton, are those the facts as you know them?
According to the affidavit that was filed and the testimony that was presented at the bond hearing, Ms. Lowe stated that when the baby started to cry that she placed her hand over to prevent her parents from hearing the cries until the babies were dead.
Well, her parents describe her as the all-American girl. But from what I'm hearing tonight, she's got a one-way ticket to hell.